Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to share with you my first impressions about this upcoming feature coming to HOI4. This is the developer diary. We are going to quickly check it and then I will show you in game what this may look like. I will also include a link to the diary itself in the description of the video so you can check it out by yourself. So without checking everything in detail, what they are going to do with the upcoming DLC, and keep in mind that this will be part of the update, not part of the DLC, so you don't need to purchase the DLC to gain access to this feature. But basically what will happen is the AI will start acting hopefully a bit smarter on the front line. And for this I loaded my Russian run in which we created the third room. By the way, check this run because it's amazing. I will also include a link to this guide in the description. But for the purpose of this video, we just care about this offensive against Germany. Now, since we are a player, we planned a specific offensive against Germany. We focused all of our amazing armor divisions in here, and we're going to try to push into this area and to encircle the German divisions on this side. Our push is planned in a way that we will capture the railways and the supply hubs, isolating and leaving without supplies all of the German divisions in here. And this is what a player should generally do when playing HOI4. However, as of now, if the AI was playing third Rome instead, what they would do is they would not focus these armor divisions in here. Instead, they would assign them to the entire front, and they would just go with a regular offensive line along the entire front. If you look here at the developer diary, this is what it would look like now. Here on the left, you can see all of the German tanks are spread across the entire front line, and they will push the entire front. Now, if we do something like that in our run to simulate what the AI would do, the AI would start the offensive on the entire front, and as you can see, it's not going very well. Now, actually, our tanks are so good that we can succeed even with a full front offensive, but it is far from ideal. So what will change with the update? And the main change is that now the AI will consider whether it wants to concentrate its forces and create an AIFC, AI Force Concentration Army. And what that will do is basically the AI will create an army with all of the best divisions they have available. So they will check the entire front and they will select the best armies available and create a separate army, a concentrated army with a precise goal on which they will focus fully. In short, they will do something a lot more similar to what we are doing here. So they will concentrate their forces in one part of the front to push for supply hubs and railways. And if we try this offensive instead, you will see how it is a lot more successful than the previous one on the entire front. So of course this is much more convenient. Now, even without the micromanagement that a good player would actually put into the game at this point, just with the spearhead command, our tanks are being very successful at encircling a lot of German divisions in here. And in just a few days, our encirclement is complete and a lot of German divisions are being destroyed on both fronts. Now, this is an idea of what the AI may look like, because this was done without micromanagement, just with the battle plan, which is what the AI technically should start doing after the upcoming DLC. Now, if we go back to the developer's diary, we can see that here now the AI is concentrating a lot of their forces to push directly for supply hubs and railways. So as you can see here, this army will receive the best divisions along the entire front line, and it will take into account factors like attack and breakthrough stats to create this army. Then the AI will evaluate possible targets along the front line, so supply hubs, ports, large cities. It will also consider what is the best path to reach the goal, including the resistance, so how many divisions we put along the front, avoiding river crossing, bad terrains, fortifications, and so on, and also following railway lines in attempt to avoid ending up in a situation in which they cannot supply their troops. Now, this is actually amazing. This looks very, very interesting, and to be honest, this looks very scary as well, because we all know how stupid the AI currently is in HOI4. For example, in my run with France, I always build a fortification along the entire border with Belgium, and the Germans love crushing into those fortifications endlessly and without achieving any results. Something similar can be said about this run. We build forts at the border with Romania, and the Romanian army keeps crushing into them after joining the Axis. So what the AI may do now is instead of pushing mindlessly along the entire front line, they will concentrate their best divisions and focus on to taking railways and supply hubs. Not only that, because according to this developer diary, these special concentrated armies will also try to assess whether the offensive is going well, in which case they will continue pushing, or the offensive is stopping and failing, in which case the AI will sooner or later decide that the plan is not working and try to find another target for the next offensive. If the offensive is successful and the target is taken, then the AI will start looking for new opportunities to concentrate their forces and break through again. Another very interesting thing about this new feature is that the behavior of these armies will be tied to the doctrines the AI has unlocked. Meaning, for example, that with Germany, as you unlock more mobile warfare doctrines, Germany will behave based on that and will try to use this concentration of forces even more. Now, I recommend checking out this developer diary because there are some other important and interesting things, like some updates to the technology for transport planes, some new things about forts, which might be in a way directly related to what we were talking about, and then several quality of life improvements to other aspects of the game, as well as landmarks now appearing on the map. A lot of exciting news, but in my opinion, this first one that we mentioned is potentially the most interesting. Now, we will need to wait and see how this is implemented, because it may be good, it may be not as good as it seems. Of course, it may give us some opportunities to bait the AI into falling into big encirclements. For example, say that we on purpose make an area of the front weaker, we let the AI push into that, and then we go for a big encirclement and destroy all of their best divisions, which are now concentrated in there. So we will need to see how to adapt to this, but this potentially can make a lot of games a lot more interesting and scary, especially when facing great powers like Germany with decent armored divisions and proper doctrines for breaking through your lines. Guys, let me know in the comments what you think about this update. I'm very excited about it. I think the next DLC will bring a lot of good news to the game. It will make the game a lot more interesting. I cannot wait to try it out. I think that probably balancing will suffer a bit from it at first, so it might take some adjustments before we reach a good balance, but these are definitely welcome changes to the game. That's all for this short video. Again, let me know in the comments what you think about this, and I will see you guys very soon in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.